Hello, my name is Al Whitted, and I'm the Program Director of Northern's Outdoor Adventure Program. Our motto is to unplug to enjoy the great outdoors. And our program offers three different dimensions. It offers adventure, it offers survival, and it offers naturalist studies. Under the adventure program, we're going to go kayaking, we're going to enjoy the rivers and lakes, we're going to play games like the Dragon Game or Capture the Flag, or a game called the Kingdoms. Under the survival category, we have 18 levels of fire making that the kids will take a journey on and experience those different levels. And it starts with modern tools, such as this ferro rod right here. And they'll make sparks using the ferro rod like this. And that's the modern way of making fire. Then they'll take a journey to semi-primitive. This is like a flint and steel kit, the way our great-great-great-grandparents during the pioneer days started fire. And they'd have to like bang metal or steel against a flint rock to create a spark. And I'll demonstrate that in a little bit. And then that's a semi-primitive way of starting a fire. The next is completely primitive. And that's the way the Native Americans or the Aborigines started fires. And this is the hand drill or the bow drill. And so they'll go through a journey of 18 different levels of starting fire. And if they make a fire at a particular level, it's really cool, because not only is it cool to make the fire, but they get to roast food, delicious food, after they accomplish that goal. And they work as a team sometimes, they work individually. And so that's the survival component. We also build survival shelters like lean-tos, debris huts like the Native Americans used when they crossed the country. And so we don't just build them, we build them and then we play games with them, like the Dragon Game or Kingdoms. The last dimension is the naturalist studies, and that just happens automatically. When we're out on the river, we may see a blue heron, we may see a kingfisher go by, and we'll talk about it. When we're on hikes, we'll see all kinds of wild edibles that the Native Americans used or the pioneers used for medicine. When we're making fires, we have to know lots of different trees and plants to find the fibers. For example, they'll learn to find cattail or dandelion down to make their tinder. Then they need to go to specific trees to find really good kindling that would work to start a fire, like the pine tree or the cedar tree. So those are the three dimensions that we'll be exploring. And I'll just do a little demonstration of the flint and steel, the way the pioneers started their fire hundreds of years ago. So first, you have your steel, then you have a rock called flint. And the goal is to shoot a little flake of steel up into the air, and it's spontaneous combustion. It turns into a small spark, and it lands on a piece of char cloth. Then you have to put that char cloth into a tinder bundle, and then you blow it, and it's through spontaneous combustion turns into a fire. So let's give this a shot. Here's the flint rock, and here's the steel. This is the char cloth, and I'm going to attempt to get this char cloth turned into a coal. So that's, you can see a few sparks coming there. You have to find the sharpest edge for it to work. Okay, so now a spark flew onto this char cloth, and now it's turning into a coal. And now this coal is going to go into a tinder bundle, and this tinder bundle can be made out of a lot of different things: dried leaves and dried grasses, bark from tree, cattail down, dandelion down, many different things. And so now I put the char cloth inside the tinder bundle, and I just blow. And then it gets smokier, and the coal spreads. And then you have fire. This is the way our great-great-great-grandparents started fire. Very similar in this environment, this situation, with a wood stove, and they went and chopped their wood, and they lit the fire using flint and steel. So your camper will enjoy that level. It's a semi-primitive level, and they start again with modern fire making. This is a tool every camper should have in their survival pack, because you can start tens of thousands of fires with this. It's a ferro rod, and this is a tool that the military uses when they're out in the wilderness, and they'll start with a modern technique, and then they'll go to semi-primitive, and then they will finish, if they make it to the higher levels, which is completely primitive. So we're looking forward to having your camper enjoy all the different dimensions of the outdoors, whether it's survival, adventure activities, naturalist activities, and the goal is to have a lot of fun, to unplug, and just enjoy the great outdoors. And hopefully they take one of these skills. Maybe it's kayaking, or maybe it's fire making or fire cooking, and that becomes a hobby throughout their whole life, and they unplug sometimes and get outdoors and enjoy the great outdoors, the sunshine, the fresh air, and this is something they can share with their children. And so I really look forward to seeing everybody this summer to enjoy the great outdoors.